What's good, everybody? Welcome back to yet another Late Night Locals episode. We're here with number 10. Went 1-2 this time. Very just mid-hands, I'll be straight. Game 1, I literally lost in Game 3 because of a brick. In Game 3, I'll say straight up, in Game 3 I did straight misplay, but there is an issue with this episode. For some reason, I don't have the entirety of Game 3. I've only got like the first half of Game 1, so when that comes up, I'll do like a little explanation for it. But with that said, I hope y'all enjoy. We got game 1 here up against the homie Craig playing Blitzkrieg Raziel. I did win the dice roll here, so I decided to let him go first, of course, considering my striker list is basically built to be blind second. It can kind of do both, but it's definitely preferably blind second. He starts it off here with one of the Raziels to send for cost, and then attempt to add on someone. I do Ash here, just putting him on if he has an extender, which he does have the extender here, going off into that, getting an additional body, and then of course making the detonator, attaching the aggregator. Activating the Tachyon Raziel in order to get to his search Blitzkrieg, pop the other Raziel on field, and then has to pass on that, so I'm guessing it's a brick, honestly. In standby, I immediately activate the vision just to go to +2, it resolves. Still in standby as well, I do slide down the F and V on the detonator just to get that thing out of my way. And then from here, I just am able to go off, activating engage, picking up the linkage, activating another engage, and then just adding Ray. Normal summoning the Ray, and then going for battle here, Ray into the surge. Ray effect off into the zero, of course, zero effect, picking up the third copy of linkage. Go zero swing, activate that on res. The Hayate is attempts to swing with Hayate, he activates the crackle here, of course. Of course I'm fine, I just change the last linkage to go to the Kagari. Kagari pick up the last linkage again, and then he just scoops it up here because I have game on board. Now I would do a voiceover for this next match, but it is quite literally the luckiest game of Yu-Gi-Oh! I ever played, so I'm just gonna let this next match speak for itself.
Anything in standby. Man. Anything on res. Finish the toss. Yeah. Yep. Oh my god. Cut that. I drew 3. Yeah, I'm looking for. Look at all of them. Okay. Man. Not what I want.
I was like, yeah, wait a minute. I was like thinking, disqualified. I shot and that was the guy.
Bad Ray. It would have been like
Disqualified this guy. And I will.
No cut. Oh my. Let me see that.
Oh, is that all? Yeah.
How do you extend that?
Sir. How big can you say need 7 times 2 per time? It's like, I need a 9 bill for 4
That way I didn't put in any targets, so I'm literally just putting in something the same. Crazy, but I don't have many normal spells. effect off. Into no, will effect off. Zero. Zero effect on summon. Linkage. Crazy. I was gonna say, yeah. I had this. Well, I had this for the.
Game 2 here up against Ryan. Yet again, still on the Angelic Elf mode, of course. Activates the Tenia here to get the spell. Spell getting the red, going off here, getting the tuner. Tuner off with the effect. Get into the June Pride. Getting the Junordo here, Junordo effect. Getting off into the Regina here. Getting back your Synchro. Go with the Tenia, getting the Travel, of course, going off here. Into their level 7, using the Junordo here. Discarding the opening to E4, Junordo effect, of course. Getting another tuner, of course, using those two to go off. Into the Dawn Dragster in the center main monster zone, using him to get back the tuner once more. This where he bridges off into the Angelic, of course, to get the Glitch King, to go get the King. Using the King, plays up to 2 guys in the back row. Getting his Trap and Field Spell to hand, of course. Using his token in the King to make it Light and Dark Chaos Angel, of course. Getting the King back, using this to go into Ultimate Zulkin. From here he uses the Regina from hand since he hasn't used the effect yet, sending the spell. Setting a back row here. Going into the Crystal Wing, so it's another background, passes it over to me here. Better late than never, of course. Top deck draw and standby, drop Vision. Of course, he changed the Dawn Dragster, so I chained the FNV here, in which I did do a major misplay. Instead of targeting the Elf Nut Trap, I targeted the Angelic body. He lets that resolve here, so then on Resolution of Destruction, he activates the droplet here, sending those two off, of course, targeting the Dragster and the Crystal Wing. Here he does drop the Elf Nut Trap. Using his additional open zone now here to use the other gun to slap down another Angelic body on board. I attempt to activate Hornet Drones in order to use it. That's met with the Crystal Wing. Last playable card in the hand is Sloth, of course, and that's just swiftly met with the Ash Blossom, and the game is over from there. Game 2 here, start off with the Engage, of course, picking up the Ray. On res, I do get trolled, which does suck here, but with the hand, I wasn't too stressed about it, so I just set 1 normal summon the Ray effect off. Into the 0, of course. Set 3 back row, pass it over to him here. He starts off by immediately setting the pin scales, which is just kind of weird, but you know, I guess the hand had to do it. He uses the Tenia here to get it on board. Junordo, of course, to draw 2, discard 1, discarding the Fuelos. Gets to the tuner here, normal summons the tuner, and then activates the Tenia to place the spell. Activates the tuner effect, I chain F and V here to blow up the Synchro. Activates the continuous, I chain Ogre. Here he proceeds to chain the Federalis, targeting my 0. I activate 0, he chains the Bell, which, okay, fair. Since the Glitch King, of course. Gets him for 25, passes it over to me. End step, of course, set the FNV, draw for turn, pick up Engage, which is crazy. So I FNV, blow that up, and then I activate Engage, and from there he just scoops it up, because I mean, obviously I'm going to be able to kill through this. Now, Game 3 would have been awesome if I'd had a play. I had every ounce of interaction I needed, but not a single play in the hand, so I'm not even going to bother showing you this. He practically, I do fuck up his line majorly, just practically making him end on a Dog and Dragster with his Elf Note spell and the Trap in back row, but like, with the 1 Lemniscate in my hand being the only card left, there's not much I can do from that point, so I did lose this one, just scoop it up there. We got last and final round here up against the boy Luke. He's playing the Clown Crew Mitsu, which is pretty cool. Playing the food package as well, which is a major problem for me when I can't seem to out it. Obviously, he's just to go off here, getting that flare, and then activating the pre-prep to get the 2 Mitsuri Mirror and Hop Kiri, of course. Using the flare here to get that, discarding the mirror, going off and basically just doing the purebred climb combo here for the most part. Going off into the Linker right here to get the Bianca Scava to set the Soran and to get the draw 2. From here he just goes full Minzer combo, of course. Real Hop Kiri, Tribute Saji, get the ritual off the Aramasa and the Kusanagi for the Hop Kiri, adding back the ritual, of course, and adding Futsu. Murkuma, of course, with the second ritual effect. Chain 1 Habakiri, chain 2 mirror, getting the mirror back off the Habakiri, getting that out the Futsu with the tributing the Murkuma and the mirror, setting activates the Clown Crew continuous on chain Ogre. Here he chains cross out, of course, calling the Ogre, which is kind of wild, but you know, going off here, getting the Clown Crew, going into the end phase, draw 5, set 1, pass it over to me. I attempt to FNV the pendulum off my board. He omnis that, so of course I can't do anything about that. Adds the mirror off of that, and I'll scoop it up from there. So the rest of the footage you are seeing is all that is left from this final round. Gintu is much of the same. I had no way to out the food card on my board, so at that point I just scooped it up. I did have a better hand, but I literally, like, if I was able to see Droplet or FNV or able to wait to out it, I would have been fine, but I literally just didn't see either of those, so the game was over from that point. Hopefully the next episode there will be no issues like there was in the last two, but I hope y'all enjoyed.